before you leave for your journey, set your targets. Set your targets. If you are staying in Medina Munawwara for 5 days, how many siparas can you read in 5 days? Can I finish 1 Quran or 2 Qurans? Or 3 Qurans? Or can I finish half a Quran? Depending on your ability. And set a difficult target. And because you're going to Medina, I will read 1,000 durood a day. Or 2,000 durood sharif a day. Set your target. I will read 100 Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. I will read 100 times 4th kalima. I will read 100 times 1st kalima. If you set a target, then you will keep busy. If you don't set targets, then you've got nothing to achieve except talking with your friends. So set targets. Similarly in Hajj, if you set a target that in the 5 days of Hajj I will finish 1 Quran, then you will keep busy in the tent. Whereas lots of chatting goes on in the tent. People just chat away. Lots of chai, biscuits, chevra. It's just a party. Seriously, lots of parties go on there. And people don't, if you set your targets, you'll keep busy. But if you don't set a target, that's it, it's finished. So set yourself in the 5 days of Hajj to finish 1 Quran. And take a small Quran with you. And tasbih, set yourself targets for tasbih. Durood Sharif, the 1st kalima, 3rd kalima, 4th kalima. At least 100, 100, 100 after each salah, whatever. So make some targets. Don't waste time talking away. Don't go wandering to the markets. This will lose the barakah. 100 durood Sharif, 100 istighfar, 100 3rd kalima, 100 1st kalima. Set targets to finish Quran, so many tasbih, etc. If you have qaza salah left, then try and do your qaza salah whilst you are there. That will also become a target for you. Any difficulties, never feel bad. Don't complain. Don't make fuss about the rooms, cold places, tents. So many Hajj have been spoiled just because of rooms, even in the tent. Sometimes you will not find room in the tent. Lots of people fight over the tent. Whatever tent you are given, try and make yourself comfortable. You will only have one space to sleep, that's it. It's very, very tight, congested. But inshallah, remember you are not there for comfort. Leave all comforts at home and don't fight over tents. Our purpose is not to make an abode, be grateful for your presence. Very important. Don't spoil your Hajj. After spending the 8th day of Zulhijjah, the 8th of Zulhijjah in Mina, and praying Fajr in the morning, then the coaches will be allocated per lots. So in that area, the mutawaf and the person responsible will have drawn lots for which group will be going first. Then your group leader will come and tell you that we are number 5 or we are number 10. So you might have some time to rest or you might have no time to rest. Depends. If you have time to rest, it's a good time to rest. Why? Because you've got lots of things to do later on. Especially, it's the most important day, which is the day of Arafah. Lots of du'as to be. So, if you have time to rest, then rest. If you don't have time to rest, then get ready. So your group leader will come and tell you that this is when we are going to leave. Also remember that from the 9th of Zulhijjah, Fajr, to the 13th of Zulhijjah, Asr, if you remember at home, after Fajr they start reciting the takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. After the first salah. So we have to remember that after Fajr salah we have to read this. After Zohar salah we have to read this. But normally you just read the talbiyah. It might be possible to rest for 2 hours, depends on group allocation for the coaches. Sunnah is to reach Arafat or Zohar. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you reach, some people might get there 10 o'clock in the morning, some people might get there 11 o'clock in the morning, some people might get there 12. Doesn't matter. As long as you're there to read Zohar Salah there, it's fine. Okay? Masjid al-Nimra is there, Mount of Mercy is there, the European camp might be somewhere over here. So some people will try and go here, some people will try and go here. If you're singletons in a group and you feel that you'll be able to get there, then fine. Otherwise, you'll get lost from your group. So you don't have to go there. Okay, as long as you're in Arafat, it's fine. Prophet ﷺ gave khutbah outside and led Zohar outside the Arafat plain, and then he came to Arafat. Time for wukuf is from Zohar to Maghrib, minimum 1 minute. But the proper wukuf is from Zohar all the way to Maghrib. If by chance anyone gets lost, you need to get to Arafat, because this is Al-Hajj Arafah. This is the main place for Hajj. Everyone has to get to Hajj. Al-Hajj Arafah. Al-Hajj Arafah. So get to Arafat. Okay? So this is where you need to get. This is the most important day. In Masjid al-Nimra, the Imam leads Zohar and Asr prayers combined and shortened at Zohar time with one azan but separate iqamas. So the Imam will give the Hajj khutbah and then he will lead Zohar 2 rakats and Asr 2 rakats. Once they've done Zohar, Asr 2 rakats together, then Zohar and Asr is done, and then they will make dua all the way to Maghrib. That's what you're supposed to do. In the Hanafi fiqh, if you are away from Masjid al-Nimra, then you offer Zohar at Zohar time and Asr at Asr time. 2 rakats Zohar, 2 rakats Asr at Asr time. That's according to the Hanafi fiqh. If your camp is doing Zohar and Asr together, because they are from other schools of thought, if they are doing it together, then you are allowed, even in the Hanafi fiqh, you are allowed to join them. Because according to Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, rahmatullahi alayhi, the two students of Imam Hanifa, you can do the Zohar and Asr together as well. Because Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did this. So, if you are in masjid, then there's no difference of opinion. But if you are outside the masjid, there's difference of opinion. Do Zohar at Zohar time, Asr at Asr time. Or if your group is doing it together, you can do it together. After Zohar, this is the time for dua being accepted. From Zohar all the way till Maghrib. Asr is already done for majority, or you might wait. But keep yourself busy. We might not be able to make dua for a long time, so make dua for half an hour and then take rest. But keep yourself busy whilst you're resting. So if you're resting, then your tongue is busy with dhikr, not only resting. And if you're not resting, then you should be making dua. So you should always be making dua. This is the main time to make dua, all the way till Maghrib. Time will fly if we keep ourselves busy in this dhikr and fikr. After Asr, there's about 2.5 hours before Maghrib. Make dua individually. If somebody is there to make dua, then join them too. But make your individual duas too. Remember everything, everyone. Because this is the place, this is the most important part of your Hajj. This is the place where duas are accepted. People have come here just to make dua in Arafat. And lots of people around the world are depending on your duas. The people of Syria, the people of Egypt, the people of Burma, the people of Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, everywhere. They're depending on the duas of the people of Arafat. So make lots of dua during this day. Try and make dua for change of life. This is very important. Because we've come here for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And don't think that now after I've made this dua, then I go back and I'll shave my beard and I'll take my scarf off and I'll go back to normal what I was before. No. Try and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah change my life. Change the priorities of my life. I want to change my life, that's why I'm here. So try and change your life to become a better person. This is in your path. After sunset, then again the coaches will be allocated according to the lots. So your group leader will come and tell you that we are number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, whatever you are. If you are near the end, then you rest here. If you are one of the first, then you get ready. Do your istinja and wudu here. Go to the toilet and do your wudu here. Most probably I've mentioned it, but if I haven't, then write it down. Because in Muzdalifah, the toilets are very difficult. There's less toilets for lots of people. Okay? So make your wudu over here. Go to the toilet over here, make your wudu here, just about 15-20 minutes before you leave. Then you get on your coach, you will go to Muzdalifah. You get to Muzdalifah, and first thing, find a suitable place to rest and settle bags. And this is a place where there's no tents, and it's very dark. You've got spotlights, but it's very dark. And if you are one of the last ones to reach there, all you will see is people on the floor. All you will see is people on the floor. What you've got to do is just make sure you don't trample anyone. And you've got to try and find a space. The first thing, find a suitable place to rest and settle backs. Then read Maghrib and Isha. After reading Maghrib and Isha, one azan, one iqamah. Again, there's difference of opinion. Some say one azan, two iqamas. Whatever your school of thought is, you follow. According to the Hanafi school of thought, one azan, one iqamah. No sunnahs in between. So you read one azan, one iqamah, read Maghrib Salah, then read Isha Salah, and then you do the sunnah of Maghrib, the sunnah of Isha, and the witr. Okay? Maghrib, so azan is done, one azan, one iqamah. The imam will lead Maghrib. Then you stand up, no iqamah, read Isha, 2 rakats. And then you pray your sunnah for Maghrib. Pray your sunnah for Isha, and then you read your witr. Once you've done that, then, just to give you an idea of Muzdalifah, just to tell you how easy it is to get lost. This is, when you walk, this is you might be walking on people. Look at this. This is reality. Yeah, so you need to, and it's very easy to get lost. If you don't follow the people that you are with, and you start looking down, then you look up and everybody's wearing white. Where's my group gone? Yeah? So make sure you keep with your group. In Muzdalifah, you usually pick up the pebbles here because it's easier. The Prophet ﷺ picked up pebbles after he left Muzdalifah on the way to Mina. But it's very difficult to find pebbles there. So majority of people, they pick up the pebbles here, 70 pebbles, okay, or 49 at least. 49 because you will be doing 7 on the first day, 21 on the second day, 21 on the third day. So 42 plus 7, 49. And if you're staying one extra day, then you need another 21. That makes 70. So at least 49 pebbles, which majority will need, if not 70. If not tired, then try to do ibadah, but this is a very tiring night because the next day is going to be very, very tiring. So you're going to need as much rest as you can. It's very difficult to rest because you're sleeping on the floor with pebbles on. Okay? So it's very difficult to sleep here as well. But try and get 2-3 hours sleep. So to stay the night in Muzdalifah, according to majority of scholars, is wajib. According to Imam Abu Hanifa, it's sunnah, sunnatul mu'akkada. But the main time for wukuf is when the sun is coming out. So from Fajr all the way to just before sunrise. That's the main time when you should be making dua. After Fajr all the way to making just before sunrise. Then you should go towards Mina. It's a short journey for the coach. The coach again will come. Some people prefer to walk because it's only 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Only. Very easy. But if you're going to come on coach, then he will take you back to your camp. Once you go back to your camp in Mina, then the time will be set that this is what time we're going to leave to go to do the stoning. Remember, your camp will be 1 hour away from Jamarat, 1 hour away from where we throw the pebbles. So once you've decided what time you're going to leave, either you rest until that time or you get ready to go. Once you go, then get your pebbles, make sure you've got your 7 pebbles for that day. 7 pebbles for that day, and then you will leave. The time starts from Fajr all the way till Maghrib. After Maghrib is the makruh time, but because there's lots of rush, you can continue until the next day Fajr. The time starts from Fajr all the way till the next day Fajr. Better to do it before Maghrib, but if there's lots of rush, then you can carry on after Maghrib as well. What you will do, you will walk towards Mina. Once you go to